Now the element we shall show you first is what we like to call the opening ride. It's an opportunity for the senior riders amongst the team to get the lay of the land. As they ride round the arena and perform the first set of high-speed crossovers, they will be finding out where all those holes, those lumps of bumps, any divots in the arena surface, and hopefully making a mental note of that for later on in the performance. Leading our two columns in for the opening ride, on the far side we've got Corporal Ed Lewis, and on this side, close to me, is Signaller Rolls Ford. The riders are going to split off in preparation for the first set of high-speed crossovers, or as we like to call them in the white helmets, cuts. Each rider will be able to pick out his partner from the other side of the arena and get this perfect. Now as the show goes on and the riders become more and more confident with the arena surface, they will increase their speeds. Now, as they increase their speeds, the distances between these bikes as they pass through the centre of the arena will become as small as about 6 inches. At these closing speeds of about 80 miles an hour, 6 inches is a very, very, very small margin for error. And as I said, these bikes were originally designed in 1977. So we're working with 1977 technology here. The brakes, as you heard earlier, we used to be called the Mad Signals. The brakes have got better, but let's face it, they're still not that good. Right, now we go with the tricks. First in, the trick, the double Jimmy, in honour of Jimmy, who we all wear a depiction of him on our headdress. Now this one we call the 4Ts. It's being ridden by Signaller Kyle Wakeham, and I'm not going to award any prizes for why we call it the 4Ts. Now, the only person on that motorcycle that actually has a licence to ride a motorcycle is a person sat on the handlebars, and he's got absolutely nothing to do with steering it. Now, I know lots and lots of people take a stab at juggling and can't really manage it. Now this is the smallest of our pyramid formations. This is the 2-bike van. There are 8 people on those 2 motorcycles, and the white helmets actually hold a world record for this trip. The fastest 2-bike van over 1 kilometre. We set the record earlier on this year, and it was shown on telly on Sky One about 3 or 4 weeks ago on Guinness World Record Smash. And we set a time of about 1:34. Now that might not sound particularly quick. The opportunity to read us the snack bar or the bar snack menu. Connecting him to the machine. Now this is simply it's attached to a cutout. If he becomes separated from that machine for any reason, the engine will stall and prevent it. He's going through his mental checklist. Now that checklist is going through his first gear, second gear, third gear. Accelerate nice and smoothly up the ramp. Channel that butterfly, and hopefully not the elephant. Now, being his home show, or the most local show to his home, our hometown boy, Signaller Ian Greenhill from Pontypool, we're going to make it a bit harder for him. See, we've added 2 quads. Now he's going to be going through the same routine. The only difference is when Roger was saying accelerate nice and smoothly up the ramp, he actually is going, bring it, go fast. Corporal Carl Hepworth is in his second year with the team, and a trick we call the pillion headstand. Now, at the back there, and with your traction and braking control all coming really from the back wheel, and all your weight, after 18 years or so, he should be pretty good at these, but he's the only person that can. Now there's 10 people on that motorcycle, and we call this trick the tableau. It's being ridden by Lance Corporal Dan Hale, who you can see safely tucked away in the middle there, in the safest position should this trick have an unfortunate accident. Not that I'm sure you could get 10 people on another motorcycle, if necessary. Now, I can feel the heat from here, and I've stood about 30 feet away. First through, Sigler Kyle Wakeham. Wrong, that's Sigler Jack Rickard. Next through is our local boy, Sigler Ian Greenhall. Good jump there. Third through, this is Sigler Kyle Wakeham. Good jump. And last but not least, Sigler James Brown. Now I'll warn the audience over there. Locked his back wheel on there and restarted it. Oh no. This is the 5-bike fan. You can see there's about 17 or 18 people. I'm never too sure because generally someone can get controlled by the rider of the centre bike. That's Lance Corporal Adam Hoover. Now, not only does he have to coordinate his bike with the 4 others there, in about a fist distance between the front of the weight bearing down on his shoulders there.
Just for a bit of glam. And you see the first 2 lower canopies just getting ready to do their approach into the arena. Okay, expecting us to go from there, up the length of the arena, turn it back round, and aim somewhere for the cross going into wind. Okay, that's the first parachute. Give me assessing the whole time now, make sure he gets the turns exactly at the right height, so he has a nice safe landing. You see the sort of speed he does as he turns? Extremely fast. First canopy in then, let's go with Dominic Hines. Give him a massive round of applause. And a safe landing on the cross as always. Go along the base of the arena, just make sure he's getting a nice setup. Okay, go on the website, Red Devils Online, you'll be able to see this footage that the cameraman's done from inside the aircraft through free fall into the canopies. Okay, let's start stack pilot spear as he sees fit. Okay, that's his spear, they're going individual approaches to the arena.